Food insecurity is disruptions in food access and regular eating because of limited money or other resources. And food insecurity is really a state that people can transition in and out of over time. Food insecurity is unfortunately common. In a typical year in the United States, about 1 in 10 households experience food insecurity. So I'll dive straight into our key findings. Based on a USC survey data of about 1,800 adult residents of LA County, we found that almost 1 in 3 households experienced food insecurity at some point between April and December 2020. That's about 1.2 million households in the county. And when we looked at low-income households specifically, 42% of these residents had experienced food insecurity. And this is much higher than historical rates in the county. In 2018, 27% of low-income households had experienced food insecurity at some point during that entire year.
Right now, I know that we have a long way to go, but we're here for the long haul. We're still going through high rates of the Delta variant. And we know that there's going to be more food insecurity because some people are not going to be able to go back to work. Our children may still end up being at home longer. We're not sure what all of that means yet, but nonetheless, we know we have to help all of our vulnerable families that live in the county. And so one of the things that we're trying to do today is to help provide sustainability, to keep those vulnerable residents fed throughout the months that come. And one way is an emergency food kit that will feed a family for a week. Is coming up with that idea of food kit. But if they sign up, for example, families sign up for CalFresh or WIC, they can get free grocery benefits throughout the year. So this isn't a one-time or a quarter period. No, it can be for the entire year. So today you'll be hearing from experts from LA County's food program, many of the leaders that'll talk about these expanded benefits and eligibility in these programs and what that means. And as was said earlier, nearly 2 million people in LA County are eligible for monthly food support, and that's free support. And 1.3 million are taking advantage of the program, but we need to get to that 2 million. And we are here to talk today about how we close that gap.
So this may be a surprise for our friends in the media. Half of all babies in the United States qualify for the WIC program, are part of the WIC program. In LA County, it's more like 66%. And I know that's a shocking statistic, but that is a fact. Now, here's something interesting. If you're receiving CalFresh or CalWorks or Medi-Cal, you automatically meet WIC income requirements. The word is very complicated. It's adjunctive eligibility. We don't need to get into that. Just know that if you get one of these programs, you're automatically eligible for the WIC program if you meet one of the categorical eligibilities that you are a pregnant woman, or you're a mom who's recently given birth to a baby. If you're breastfeeding, you can stay until 1 year of age. And if you're not breastfeeding, you participate for 6 months. Children stay on the program till they're 5 years old. Thanks to President Biden and the American Rescue Plan Act, ARPA, WIC was given this extra benefit to provide $35 of fruits and vegetables for every person over 12 months. So in my example of a family of 4 where the mother was pregnant and she had a child who were on the WIC program, that family would get $70 of fruits and vegetables that they could spend. But hurry, it's time limited. So help us, Ethnic Media, get our families in June so they can load their grocery store cart full of these wonderful fruits and vegetables. We want our families to be healthy.
So as most of you know, food insecurity has worsened during the pandemic. And many residents for the first time applied for CalFresh as a result of losing their jobs or other situations that caused for the pandemic. And they were forced to go without food. So we know that families, they're barely getting by, paycheck to paycheck, and it just really hit them really hard. So that's why it is really urgent for DPSS to work with our community and the media to get the word out about CalFresh. So applying for CalFresh is very simple. So once again, I just want to repeat the call center number. That's 866-613-3777. And the call center is open from Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. We did expand our call center hours to meet the demand of the families needing food assistance.
The scars are pretty deep. The fear running in our communities, as you know, over these last few years, that if they received government support benefits, that could impact their immigration status. Is very real, remains to be so. And I think, the statistics show there's a lot of work that we need to do to dispel that misinformation. And certainly that we're here to help. Because as you know, food insecurity does not come in isolation. If the person doesn't have money to buy food, most likely they don't have money to pay the rent or to make the credit card payment, the collection agency calling, the health care, COVID related and all. Here is, again, a list of things that we want immigrants and their families to know that's available for them. And the thing about the stigma, it is true that immigrants are very proud. They don't want to rely on benefits if they can avoid it, but these are not normal times. We need to all work together, understand that we are entitled to these benefits. When we work, we pay taxes. When we buy a shirt, we pay taxes that support these services that belong to all of us.